What's up, everybody? How's it going? My name is Dimitri, and this is the recipe where it's the best place to be. And as you know, one of my favorite topics to talk about on this channel is Pokemon, and Pokemon has released our new Gen 10 starters. There was a lot of mixed reactions with this reveal. The past few years, I have seen some of the worst fake starters in my life. Literally, I've never seen the worst set of fake starters. People want a Gen 10 starter so bad that they tried to create their own Gen 10 starters. It's insane. But with the reveal of the new Gen 10 starters, it just lets you know you cannot believe everything that you see on the internet. They really blew us out the park. Nothing was resemblance to what we saw on Pokemon Day. And I'm happy that we finally got to see these new Gen 10 starters. Really and truly, it sucks at the same time that we're moving so fast in this Pokemon universe. I actually saw a tweet or a post today that Pokemon wanted to get at least 10,000 types of Pokemon or 10,000 different Pokemon before it's all said and done. 10,000 is a lot of Pokemon to choose from. So if they produce 100 to 150 Pokemon each mainline series game, I'm thinking we got at least 20 more years of Pokemon. I mean, listen, I'm here for it. I don't know if I'll be alive, but 20 more years to get to 10,000 different Pokemon. Let's just remember where it started. We had Ash, Pikachu, Charizard, Brock, Misty, Professor Oak, Gary, all the cool starter packs for Pokemon. And I kind of want to go back to this topic right here, the 10,000 expected species of Pokemon that Game Freak wants to produce for us. I mean, and people were even saying that the well is running dry as far as creative ideas that Pokemon is producing for us. If they plan on doing 10,000 now, that's okay. For the viewers at home, 10,000, that is at least, I would say, I mean, just to be honest, like, I'm not even going to cut the video. I'm going to really sit here and think about it. 10,000 would be, so if it's 150 per game at most, let's just say they're going to make at least, I would say at least 10 more games before they start to run out of ideas. So win in waves plus 10 more games. And you guys are saying that the well is running dry on ideas. I think they're just scratching the surface here. With these starters, of course they're going to experiment a little bit, right? They're going to experiment, see what we like, see what's good for us, see if we have what it takes to get past, wins and waves. This is what it is. It's a journey, right? So the next journey will be where wins and waves is. And these starters, that's where it starts, is the starters, in my opinion. You get your starters and you go from there. And guys, let's not act like each game they don't give us the best dragon type Pokemon. I just hit my little thing here. Yeah. So let's act like they don't give us the best dragon type Pokemon ever. With the legendary this year, I did have a theory. I said, I do think that with the legendary Pokemon, you know how they try to collide past legendary species, like I keep saying species, past legendary Pokemon into a new generation of Pokemon. I would say that definitely, I think Lugia and Kyogre would maybe be a good role fit for this Winds and Waves. As far as the ocean theme, the island theme, Lugia, Kyogre, definitely something water type from the past could definitely spark some dramatic, some nice theme of, this is wind and waves. But yes, 10,000 Pokemon for the future is really good sign for us, and it's quite a lot. But it's not as many subscribers as I have on this channel. If you want to go back and subscribe to my channel before you continue on with the video, that'd be great. It supports the channel, and it would do me an honorable service. I appreciate it. And before we leave out of this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Pokemon starters, and then we'll head on out of here. Don't want to take up too much time of your day. Now, the first one is Brout. Brout is the grass type Pokemon that was introduced on the Pokemon Day, and it resembles a lot like Torchic. Torchic is the fire type Pokemon that was introduced in the third generation of Hoenn, and Brout is the new Pokemon that was introduced on Pokemon Day of this year. Both of them are kind of chicken looking specimen of Pokemon, but I don't know how much of a chicken Brout is, because it could evolve into something else. Torchic is a legit chicken, and this last evolution form is Blaziken. In a 1v1, Blaziken would definitely smoke Brout, I believe, but it depends on Brout's last form. We will see. We will see. Because Brout, maybe its last form could be a fighting type, it could be a ground type. I don't know. We really don't know, but it does resemble Torchic, in my opinion. So more of a closer look at Brout here, the chicken type Pokemon that it is. It does say on Bulbapedia that it does have the Overgrow special ability, which they give that to all the starters. The Overgrow is the pinch of up and grass type moves that it does have whatever it is in battle. And more of the bio of it is that along with Pombo and Quigeku, Brout is one of the 3 first partner Pokemon available. So it will be available on launch. It is a small avian Pokemon whose body is mostly covered in fluffy yellow down. It has a large head with prominent crest, tiny wings, large fluffy tail ears, and its bottom half is entirely black. So this is what we'll get if you decide to pick Brout in your beginning of your journey. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds a lot like Torchic, but Torchic, like I said, is that fire Pokemon. So, and it does look a little energetic. And it says it's also rather clumsy. Something to think about. Maybe it'll have a clumsy nature. Maybe it won't. We will see. Next up is Palm Bomb, the fire type starter that was presented on Pokemon Day. This is probably the most unique one because it doesn't resemble any other of the starters that were ever been presented to us. This is probably why people love this Pokemon so much, because it does not look like any of the others. But as far as typing wise, I could see it possibly turning into a more relevant version of. See, this is why you can't listen to leaks, because you don't know exactly what the final evolutions will be. But if I had to take a guess, there is a fire starter named Tepig. Tepig, its final evolution, it remained the fire type, but it started off on 4 legs. So it had that pig-like form, but also that human hybrid, or that hybrid of animal type of Pokemon. But it does have a resemblance of something different that we have not seen before. So I think this is probably why this is more of a fan favorite, but at the same time, much more different. Can't really find a starter that resembles Palm Bomb. It does look cool though. People are saying that this could be a fairy type, possibly. And last but not least, before we wrap this video up, there is Gueka. And I hope I'm not butchering this name, but Gueka is a water type Pokemon that was introduced on Pokemon Day as well this year. And this Pokemon has gotten a lot of hate because of its similarity to all other water type starters that we have gotten. Personally, my favorite water type was Greninja, because of the basically its attack and speed were almost one of the best out of the starters. Along with Swampert, Blastoise, it also got a mega evolution. as well. Now, I'm not sure what direction they're going to go with this as well, but I will read you off some of the statistics that were given. It does have Torrent. Torrent is a water type ability that ups water type moves during battle. And basically, this Pokemon is a large gecko with eyes compared to its body, and its eyes appear to be half lidded. So it does give more of a feminine and more lackadaisical, laid back type of Pokemon as well. I would expect for this Pokemon to be fast because it doesn't have a huge body frame, so it could give us a more faster, a more attack first type of Pokemon here. And yeah, I don't see any issue with this Pokemon though. I don't see where the hate is coming with this Pokemon. It's not an ugly Pokemon whatsoever. Um, hey, you can teach it Surf. Surf is the essential in a lot of these Pokemon games. And Waterfall, Aqua Jet, a move first Pokemon. Yep, yep. One thing about Greninja, it did have type specific moves like Water Shuriken, and Blaziken had Blaze Kick. Moves like that are really important for Pokemon. I hope they hold on to those moves, or they give Pokemon more move specific type attacks. It makes Pokemon stand out a lot. So I hope that they do keep with that as well. But as much as I love Pokemon, I gotta save something for the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to come back and watch for the next video I'll post. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I will see y'all next time.